What up? My name is Brad. Welcome back to Dragon Ball Legends. Today, I'm just going to be showing you guys a really quick tutorial, I guess, if you want to call it that, because people were asking me, how do I do it so fast and getting units to 298%? So I want to cover with you guys. I will give you a little spoiler right here. It's honestly using Chrono Crystals, but I'll show you specifically what I do to pick what events I'm going to do and who I'm going to awaken, when I'm going to do it, and yada 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 yada. Anyways, if you do enjoy Dragon Ball Legends content, you want to see other content, you just enjoy me, subscribe to the channel, it's greatly appreciated. We actually literally just got monetized today, so that's super dope. Thank you guys so much. And I start making money off the channel, and it's awesome. I don't know how to say. It does also enter you a chance to win a $10 Google Play card or a $10 iTunes card. I do those every 2 weeks. I do those giveaways. So make sure you sub to the channel, leave a comment in the last 2 weeks, and you're entered for that. Let's get into this video real quick though. Okay, so taking a look at the game, one of the major things that I do is I refill my stamina right whenever I buy a bunch of Chrono Crystals, right? I don't know if you guys buy them or not, but right when I have a bunch of Chrono Crystals, we'll say it that way. When I have like 3, 4, 5,000, you know, whatever else, I'll go in here and I'll use like one randomly, and then, well, I'll just use one on any event, whatever, use a skip ticket, and then boom, refill my stamina. And so all that excess energy gets thrown into your tank. And then I do that over and over and over again until I get to where I'm using 50 crystals, and then I stop for that day. And I do that like 3 days or so, give or take. And that gets me to 99 energy in my tank. You gotta be careful because don't overfill it, you're just gonna waste at that point. So get to 99, get to 98, 97, whatever else. And then stop right there. And then I just leave that energy there. And then it's mainly there if there's an event that's out that it's like I really like the no and leave my dad alone quest and stuff like that. I had to really grind up a whole bunch of times to do that one, so I didn't really want to use Chrono Crystals, and you know, on my days off and whatever else, because I do work, that helps as well. Having to work, I'm not able to use as much at that point. Yeah, that also helps as well. But basically, then you can just use the energy as you need to. So if you really gotta bust out an event, boom, 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 boom. I do buy the little, you know, monthly thing or whatever where you get it for 30 days in a row. I do buy Chrono Crystals in this game because I'm trying to grow a YouTube channel. That's the main reason. I would never spend as much as I do in this game, which I really don't spend that much. I think you guys think I spend a whole bunch. I don't really spend that much. I'm still missing like 4 sparkings right now. So that's the main one when it comes to stamina usage. So now, this is hard to explain because this is where you're doing the soul boost tree for certain characters, right? So if we take a look at my characters, I have quite a few at 298. Gohan is 298. Piccolo is 298. Sitting over here, Vegeta has been 298 for a while. He was one of the first ones I wanted to. Spirit Bomb, Goku, you get it. This Goku is Ginyu. I think it's 297, 296, whatever it is. I think Frieza's 280, up there. Pycon's like 170. I haven't really worked on Pycon. I need to. Pan as well. He's maxed. He's maxed. He's maxed. She's nothing. Literally 0. He's maxed and he's maxed. And then also my green Vegeta right here is also maxed. So whenever I'm picking an event that I need to do, number 1, I pick out 3 units that I really want to work on that type at least. Maybe there's going to be more than that, you know. So like whenever I was doing purples, I needed to finish up Vegeta, like his last 10%. I was like, sweet. I needed to get Turles and I needed to get Goku. So I decided to go with purple. If you have multiple blues, work on blue. Unless there's one specific one you really want, but I don't really recommend that unless there's an event out. Like right now is the perfect time to get green. It is the perfect time. You need to be maxed out. It's the only reason I maxed out Ginyu right now. And this little guy down here, because I was going to have to clear those events anyways. And you know what? It gives you more than enough to max out. There are times when you can tell right here if I go to Frieza. You can tell right here if you look at how many I have on items. I have way more 3 stars than I do anything else, right? That's just because I've done this event so many times for money. And that's a big part as well. As I wake up early in the morning, right before I gotta like get up and go to the shower, go and get in the shower and everything at like 5:30, and I just do skip tickets. So you send 10 of them real quick, boom, done. Then my energy is refilled by the time I actually start playing the game a couple hours later. That's another way as well. Make sure you can fit in as often as you can. At least jump into the game every now and again. Do 1 or 2, even if it's just very simplistic ones that are just gonna get you a little bit of soul boost. It's a nice way to do it. Picking the actual story is kind of tough. So I kind of just have it memorized now which ones I want to do. So if we go to criticals right here, I know for 2, I want to go with the bottom one. I couldn't tell you this off the top of my head, but I know I want to because looking at the rewards, I judge it based on what is in first place. So if I use a skip ticket here, I'm 99.9% sure I'll get at least 2-star yellows. If not, maybe we get nothing, but 99.9% sure you get 2-star yellows. So it's basically what's in the first slot's going to be your most advantageous one. That's at least how it works for me. Maybe that's not how the actual drop is, but that's how I've been able to do it. And it works pretty well with most units. We can go through these other two real quick, just to see if my predictions are correct on stuff. Just remembering. Let's say I want to work on Pan, right? So going to health, we need to get 2-star blues. Probably not. You don't really want to do Raditz attacks. Staying in red hard is not a bad option. I don't know if I haven't cleared this one yet though. But you can see that there's 2-star blues right there. And then it goes to blue, blue, blue. And I was actually going to just clear this one earlier so that I could get Frost Awakened. Because I want to get all my units at least to 1,000. Then I can start working on the Soul Boost trees later. Get all my Sparkings to 298%. Then go down to Extremes. Then go down to Heroes. That's kind of the plan for right now. But that's how I judge it. So this to me is a rarity line right here. And for the most part it works. Sometimes you're just going to have where you don't get anything. That's just how it is. You're just going to have to accept it. I mean, that's just how it is. Yeah, I mean sometimes. So if you really want blue, this is a very good one for blue. You get 1, 2, and 3 as the most common. It also gives you purples though. So maybe you're working on some purple units while you're working on some blue units. Never a bad idea. Don't overuse on Chrono Crystals. It's really not worth getting units to it. Pick a team that you want to get 298% and then go from there. Don't stress too much about getting everybody. I'm only doing everybody because I have a YouTube channel and I want to make, videos on teams and stuff like that. Don't stress too much about getting certain characters to it because some of them just aren't worth it. I mean, honestly, I would say if you don't have like Android 18 or a couple of the Androids and stuff like that, Pan's not worth it right now. Maybe later. If you haven't got all your Ginyu Force to 1,000, Ginyu's not worth it. Maybe later. You definitely can do it just because the event right now with the Raditz event gives you a crap ton of greens. You definitely can, but it may not be the most beneficial. Like last time, the Frieza event gave a crap ton of yellows. So I made sure I got Gohan and Frieza done in that time. Wish I had known they were going to give us 2 new yellow units. I would have grinded more, but that's okay. What are you going to do? But going down through everything, focus on units that really, really need it. I know there's a lot of hero units and extreme units that you really, really like. Some of them just aren't going to be worth it for your teams. Again, pick a team you want to use in PvP. Like you can see over here in PvP, I did get over to rank 50. And that's by using certain characters. The team that I use, I used them boys. So I focus on the top 3 units. Those were the ones that I wanted to get 298% the fastest. Piccolo, easy. He was already almost there, but the first day I got him, I had so many greens because I didn't have any other greens. Because I was waiting for Piccolo. Goku, he was tough. Him and Turles took an entire day. Trunks and Vegeta took an entire day to 2 days of just grinding like crazy. And then Broly, I got him like the first day as well. And that other Vegeta's there just to benefit Trunks and Vegeta. So build a team. Know what you want to use. Know who you want to use to get to that point. Don't just jump into it and be like, oh, this guy's dope. I really like this android. I think this team is going to be really cool. Whatever. The new Cell is awesome. You obviously can. It's 100% your game. Don't just say, don't go around being like, Brad told me not to do this. No, don't do that. If you want, definitely go in. I wouldn't waste your time if you really want the 298% units. If you don't really care too much and you want more stars, don't waste your time and energy on events like this kind of stuff. Make sure you clear out the 7 out of 7. Always do that. I recommend getting them at least to a 3-star minimum. I went to 5-star because I do a lot of summons. So I already have like 4 stars. So I got all of these units up to 5 stars and then I stopped grinding them because it's just not worth it at that point. I just wouldn't waste my stuff on it. It kind of goes similarly for this right here, for the EXP and the Zenny. As much as, it's super nice to get a bunch of EXP and a bunch of Zenny. And that's actually what I've been doing because they're just open through, I believe, like the next 20 hours. So I've been trying to get all my units to 1,000. That's, again, a different story for me because I've done a lot of grinding already to get to the point where I'm at. Then I'm able to do this stuff. But if you're just starting or you're just, you're rank Z level 35 or something and you just want 298%, you're free to play, you don't want to use too many crystals, pass events up like that. Get the 7 out of 7, the 14 out of 14, get the unit to like a 3-star or a 4-star to where they're at least compatible. Why can't I say that word? Comparable? Whatever. Get them to that point where they're at least, 3-4 stars. Then it might be worth it at that point. But don't sweat too much on events like that aren't going to be very beneficial to you anyways. Unless your team is strictly built around Krillin, which there's a Sparking Krillin, so maybe not. You know, any of these hero units, as much as it's fun to have them, think in your head, is it really necessary to have them at that start right now? With the longevity of this game and how many times these freaking units are going to be popping up in banners, is it super necessary? You know what I mean? So try to pass events up like that. Keep in mind there's always going to be Chrono Crystals coming out in events and stuff like that. When this Raditz event up here ends, it will bring back another one. When the story event ends, it'll bring back another one. Part 2 is coming up soon. So keep in mind, you're going to be getting Chrono Crystals as well. So be careful with them. Just don't worry too much if you're not getting the Sparkings. You're not getting any of these units you want, the Extremes, whatever else. Don't sweat it too much. You know, just make a nice team. Make a fun team that you want to use with what you got. You got to have at least 1 or 2 Sparkings. I would almost guarantee. If you have 0 and you're my Z level, I'm sorry. I don't know what else to tell you. I am very sorry. You're bad luck. That's just how it is. I do apologize. There's not much I can do for you. Maybe re-roll the next time a big event comes out that you can grind up a bunch of stuff. That would be my best thing. If you're like Z level 50 and up and you have 0 Sparkings, not even Spirit Bomb, maybe re-roll. But you can definitely make it work with extreme stuff. So don't get too caught up in events like this. It's not always going to be viable. Sometimes you just have to look at the bigger picture and be like, huh, would it be better to get my Frieza to 298% so I can have a better team on PvP, so that I can get more rewards in the end, so that I can get more soul boosts to power up more characters at that time, instead of just grinding up hero units and stuff like that. Obviously, it's your game. Play it the way you want to play it. This isn't how I'm telling you to play it. This is just how I play it. You know what I mean? So I focus on a lot of units that I feel like need the priority of anybody else, which to me is Sparkings. And to anybody who thinks I spend a crazy amount, I'm actually still missing a good fair number of units for not being free to play. You know, obviously we only did 1 summon. We're going to do 2 more summons more than likely on this banner to see what we can get. We're just going to wait a couple days. I got to let the game cool down. I got to make sure I'm not using too many crystals, see how many we get from the event. We'll play with it from there. But I'm still missing quite a few stuff, so don't feel too terrible. You're not the only one who's having bad luck out there. Obviously, I've had good luck, but I've also paid for it, so I don't want you guys to think I'm like, I paid for it. I'm trying to make a YouTube channel that actually can make me money back in the future. That's the plan. So that's why I have it like this. I would never spend this kind of money on the game otherwise. Again, it's nothing wild. Promise you that. But that's my quick little guide to how I 298% units. Watch very carefully what events you are doing. Keep very good track of what you pull. Use what's inside the actual like rewards as kind of like a tier list of what you're going to get in that order. Because that's kind of how it falls for me, at least. The best I could be able to tell. Focus on a team. That is the most important. Focus on a team. Pick, oh, so 11 o'clock? Whatever. Pick a team and rock out with that. Or, you know, if you want to have 2 different options or whatever else. But pick a solid team you want to use online with your PvPs so you can get more Z medals, or what are they called? I think they're called Z medals. I don't remember. Rare medals, something like that. So then you can get in that shop and you can get a lot more soul boosts to power up other units. It's 10 times more worth. If you get to rank 50, you get 2,000 of those, you know, at the end of the season. So that's actually very beneficial. And on top of that, you're able to grind units. I know it's tough. It's not going to be fun. That's why I'm saying pick one solid team. Focus on that. Don't spread your love around too much, you know. Anyways, that's my best attempt at a guide on how I 298% units. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like. And if you didn't like it, leave a dislike. Let me know what you didn't like about it. Do you have a better way of doing it? No need to be a dick about it, okay? A lot of people seem to get confused. Whenever I say leave a dislike and let me know what's wrong, they're like, cool, I can just be an asshole. Don't do that. Not feeling it. I'm not going to reply to you. I'm not going to give you time of day. Just don't. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean be a dick. Now, if you're using constructive criticism, there's 2 different things. Constructive criticism, being an asshole, 2 very different things. So if you want to just be like, hey, I don't think this is a very good part of the guide. This is how I do it. Maybe it's better for everybody else. Leave that in the comment section. That's awesome. I'm so down. That's the point of having a comment section. So you guys can leave comments. Could you imagine if my channel didn't have that? And I just put stuff up there and I was like, this is how it is. You know, could you imagine? Anyways, I'm going to get that. Thank you so much for watching. You have yourself a great night. Best of luck 298%. You're 298ing? Good luck powering up your units. I'll catch you guys in the next video. And good luck on the banners as well. But yeah, deuces.